So in this video, I want to show you how you can design how you can design this kind of interior design. Yes. But before we start designing the interior design, I first want you to know, the first thing I want you to know is to know the tools that you're going to be using. Yes, the tools are very important. Now, Microsoft Word document itself has a lot of tools and can do a lot of things. The things that you can do with Microsoft Word document is endless. But in this video, I want us to focus on using it to design our book interior. Yes, so in the whole course, I want us to just focus on using it for designing book interiors alone. The mistake I made in the first course was that I was trying to teach you everything I know about Microsoft Word, but that's not the correct approach, because when I do it like that, it tries to make the thing harder. It makes the thing more difficult. Yes, but with this particular method, I've got some ideas from Legal Naira, so I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you. And the best way to make it simple is to just single out the exact tools that you are supposed to be using, and leave the ones that you're not going to be using. So as you can see, we are here inside Microsoft Word. I'm sure most of you have already used Microsoft Word document and you know how it works. So from here, what we are going to do is we're going to learn what the tools can do. And the first tool the tool that we're going to use most, the first one is called a text box. Yes, I've already talked about it on my YouTube channel. If you have watched the videos from YouTube, then you know how a text box works. But now I want to show you what the text box that we're going to be using in this particular course. Now, if I come here and I click on insert, as you can see, I'm now on insert here. Yes, so as you can see, I'm here on insert. After clicking on insert, you can move through this side and find what we're calling a text box, which is here. So this is the text. Yes, so it says choose a text box. So I'll click on it here. Click on it. If you click on it, it will bring drop down. Yes, these things are called drop down. So this drop down, you can see the drop down. In the drop down menu, you can scroll, leave all this. I actually don't want it to use this. Never use this, even never use it. All I want to do is use this draw text. This is the only thing that you're going to be using. It's the only tool that you're going to be using from here. Ignore all the rest. Yes, because they're going to end up confusing you. So the only thing you're going to be using is this one called draw text box. So if I click on draw text box, you can see that the cursor has changed to a plus cursor. So since it has changed to a plus cursor, if I draw a plus here, you can see what's happening. Yes, so I've drawn a text box. You just hold and drag. So as you can see, it has gone. So if I click in insert here, I come back to text box, come to draw text box, and I pick it, and you can see that it's now a plus. And if I put it here and I hold and then I drag, you can see that it's now drawing text box. Yes, you can see that it has drawn a text box. Now I have two of them. I have this text box and this text box. Now, one thing you have to know about text box is that text box are actually shapes. Yes, this text box are shapes without color inside. I hope you understand. This text box actually shape without color inside. If you use a shape, it will be the same thing as a text box. The difference is that the text box is more flexible. Yes, it's more flexible. The text box is more flexible when it comes to holding text than the shape, but a text box is also a shape. Now, that's why when you click on a text box, if I double click on a text box, you see that it will say shape format up here. Yes, and then it will bring the properties of a shape this side instead of bringing the properties of a text box. That's because a text box is also a shape, but it's a shape without color inside. So I hope you understand that. Now, the other thing I want to show is that if I remove this, you can see that the upper bar disappeared, has changed to this other normal bar. I think it has changed this normal bar. But if I put here, now one thing I want you to know is that you see this. If I move like this, if I'm moving like this, you see this cursor, this type of cursor that is running around this cursor. Now this is a typing cursor. This is a typing cursor. If you see this kind of cursor, that means it is asking you to type. So if I try to type, yes, you can see that it's now typing inside. But the reason why you're not seeing it, that's a typing cursor. Now it's typing. Yes, you can see that it's now typing. This is a typing cursor. You see now, let me move the cursor. I'm moving the cursor. You can see that it is still a typing cursor. When it reaches somewhere, it changes. It moves. You see that it has changed. Now this particular one, is a dragging cursor. If you see this cursor, this is the one used for dragging. If you want to drag anything, you must be seeing this type of cursor. So let me hold. If you want to drag this box, if you see this kind of cursor, then you can drag the box. So I hold and I drag the box. You can see that it's moving. So this is a dragging cursor. Yes, and then there are different types of cursors. Yes, but the ones we want to know right now are these two only. This is a typing cursor and this one is a dragging cursor. This one here with 4 arrows pointing in different directions, that is a dragging cursor. So I hope you understand what type of cursor these are. Now if I want to actually drag anything, whether it is a text box or an element, for example, let me come this side. You can see this is a typing cursor. When I move here, this is, if I want to drag this line, see, dragging cursor, and then I can drag this line. Yes, so that's a dragging cursor. Now let me move. So You can see if it is showing on this image like this, that means it is a typing cursor. So as you can see, I was trying to show you the power of these cursors. Yes, the power of these cursors. As you can see, if I move this one is called the typing cursor, and the other one was the moving cursor. So this is the moving cursor. Now, as I had said before, I had said that the moving cursor can be used to move things around, and the typing cursor can be used for typing. So this is the typing cursor. If I tap here, you can see that now I can see the skeleton of the thing, and I can move around. You can see that the typing cursor is around. Then I can move here. You can see that this is the moving cursor, but I don't want to move this because it will disorganize the arrangement. So that is one way of using these cursors. Now, as I've said, I want to make this thing as simple as possible, and the only way to make it simple is to show you fewer things to do with Microsoft Word document. Now, I'm still showing you the tools. So this next tool I'm going to show you is, I've already showed you what you call the text box, which is here, how to use the text box, and text box covers 80% of the design, of doing the design. But as I said before, that text box are actually shapes. If I tap on here, you can see that what has appeared here is called shape. Yes, shape. Under drawing tools, you're going to see shape format. Yes, but we are seeing that I tapped on a text box. Let me say if I tap here on this empty space, you're going to see that this thing will disappear. So let me tap on the empty space. You can see that it has disappeared. It's no longer here. But if I tap on this text box, you see that in order to tap on for it, if I tap inside here, you're going to see that it will still appear. This shape format will appear. So it shows that now this text box is active. If I tap this space again, it will disappear. That means this text box is no longer active. So to activate a text box, all you have to do is tap on it. Whether activating a text box or a shape or anything, you tap on it. Now, if you want it to disappear, then you tap anywhere, any space around, so you can see that it has disappeared. So if I tap on the text box and it has become active, yes, it has become active. Then if I tap here, inside here, you can see that I'll see a different set of tools, and these are the only tools you need to care about to deal with a text box. Yes, so if you have tapped on the text box and you have seen this thing that says shape format, so under shape format you will find every tool, any tool you're looking to, you want to use to manipulate a text box is under this shape format. Is here in this area which has opened. Now I don't want to go deep into how to use these tools yet, because I'm going to show you how to use them, but I've showed you where you can find them right now. That is for text box under shape format. Now let's say this is an image. I want to see the properties of an image. You see, if I tap on text box, I see shape format, but if I tap on image, I'll see something else. You can see that on top of shape format, you're going to see this thing called picture format. Yes, now the reason why I have both shape format and picture format shows that this image was inserted using a text box or a shape. So this image, actually what I actually used for inserting this image was a text box. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to make sure I stick to text box or shapes only. So I make sure you design the whole book using text box and shape, nothing else, no tables, no what, just text box, shapes, image. Text box, shape, image. Three important things only: text box, shape, and image. So those three things are the basics of the whole of this design work that we're going to do here. So as you can see, we have shape format and picture format. Yes, so if I tap on picture format here, you're going to see everything you need to manipulate a picture is under this picture format. So if I want to work on a picture, let me first tap here. You can see that it has disappeared. The picture format has disappeared. But if I click on the picture, you can see that the picture format and the shape format have reappeared. So if I want to work on this image, if I want to do anything to this image, all I have to do is come to this picture format and I'll find the tool I want. For example, if I want to remove the background, it is here. If I want to change the color of the image, yes, it is also here. If I want to maybe change the color still more, you can see all the things for changing the colors are here. If I tap that, you can see that the color has changed. So if I want to maybe do artistic style, I can also manipulate the color. If I want it blur, I can do from here. So I click here, you can see that now it is blur. Then if I want it maybe to change the size, I can also do it from here. If I want to change the image, I don't like that image, I want to change another one, I can just click here and click on this device. If I want to maybe reset the picture to its original, I can also click here and reset it. So if you want to give it a border, if you want to put an effect, if you want to change the position, everything you need to work on an image is here, and everything you need to work on a shape is here. So you just put that in your mind. These are the only two tools, the biggest tools that can accomplish 80% of whatever you're going to do on this thing. So as I can see, I've already introduced you to those are the tools you need to do this work, to finish this work, to design something as good as this one. Those are the tools you need. Yes, so those are the two tools you need. Then someone asked me for a mockup. Someone asked me to show them how to do mockup, and the website we're going to be using for doing the mockup is a website which is here on the internet, and the website is called let me say Photopea. Yes, it's called Photopea. It's called Photopea. It's here. It's a website. Now, this Photopea is actually like an online version of Photoshop. It works on both on phone and online. Yes, so it's called Photopea. If I double click on it, and it's free, you don't need to even log in. You can just use it direct online. So it's the one you're going to be using for doing the mockup. So you're going to open this website. You're going to see it will be like this one. Yes. So these are the type of files it can support. It can support PSD file, it can support Adobe Illustrator file, it can support Adobe InDesign file and others. Yes, even PDF and others. So it's the one we're going to be using, and I'll be giving you a Photoshop template which you can use to create that mockup later. So this is one of the tools that we're going to use. So I've already introduced you to the tools. Now in the next video, in the next part of the video, I'll be showing you how you can actually design your book, the interior of your book. Yes, I want this thing to be as simple as possible, so I'm going to do few videos. They'll be like, I don't want us to reach 10 videos. By the time I reach the third video, you should be able to do this thing by yourself. Yes, you should be able to create and design make a perfect interior for yourself, because the method I'm going to show you is going to be very simple. It's simplified method. I'm going to call it the trace method, so be expecting it to see it in the next video. With that said, I beg to stop here. Peace.